This would be my State of the Channel address for 2010. We're a little bit after that, but oh well. It's been a while and there are a lot of new people aboard. So this whole video is dedicated to telling all the new people what's going on and how I do things around here. The first things to mention are just the standards, really. Let's see, to everyone sending me friend requests, I never accept them. I just don't accept friend requests, so there's no real need to keep sending them. On a similar note to the friend requests, please don't ask to be a guest in one of my videos. The answer is no. I have a very small group of friends that I would even consider having in a video, and for the most part I still only have Ogre in them, so please don't ask. The answer is no. Next is upload schedule. I try my best to upload a video a day. I won't guarantee I stick to this schedule strictly though. If I get too busy or I simply don't have the video ready in time, there may be a delay. If the delays get excessive, I try to post a bulletin explaining why and giving an expected time of upload. So in the end, the short answer is that the video will be there as soon as it's made. I've said for a while that I accept requests, but this isn't exactly true. I really don't accept requests or feel any obligation to do games that have been requested. I don't take requests so much as I take ideas. If you know of a game you'd like me to do, tell me, and I'll look into it and determine for myself if I feel like LPing it. As I said though, I really just accept ideas, so if you tell me about a game I already know about, you're kind of wasting your breath. I'll be changing the text on my channel page to reflect this. A more recent issue, and one that's been bothering me, is the backseat gaming. It's just a bit annoying when I get people telling me what to cover and how to cover it. Last I checked, this was my LP, not yours. As I've mentioned in the past, I'm spiteful. If you're wondering why I haven't shown off the ink bullets, or what happens when you bloom one of the Oina, this is why. You can thank the people telling me how to make a video for this. The second half of this issue are comments essentially saying that because I'm not playing how they play, I'm playing the game wrong, and that their way is better. I'm happy to hear from everyone, but there's a difference between saying, I have a pretty easy time if I do it this way, and saying, it's so much easier if you just do it this way. You'd think this is a small issue, and it really is. The trouble is with the sheer volume of comments I have to deal with. If someone comes up and pokes you in the side, you laugh and that's the end of it. If he continues to poke you a few dozen times, you start wanting to punch him in the face. As such, instead of posting large, unnecessarily angry comments in response, I'm just going to start deleting comments that aggravate me. If by chance you get a comment deleted, feel free to ask me about it, and I'll be more than happy to explain, assuming I even remember what was in the comment. I'd just like to add that this is only a choice few people in a choice few comments. It's merely the overly vocal minority, when the more silent majority is doing perfectly fine. So the odds are good this won't actually affect you in the least. Now, I do have a good bit of more lighthearted news. The first is that, for those of you who don't know, I have a forum. There will be a link in the description box. I originally intended the forum just to be a place for me to put extra stuff for the LPs and hold votes. For example, I'm putting enemy bios for Okami up, and I'll be using it a lot for the voting in We Love Katamari. This also has a few of my other projects in it. Did you know I'm making a game? Yep. The sprites I use for myself and for Ogre are the main characters. I have a thread for the game as well, where I try to keep up-to-date information on what I'm working on and the progress I've made. Now, I said I intended the forum to be a place for me to put stuff, but it's turned into a community all its own. There are a lot of active people there, plenty of talk on gaming, a Toho section, and even a section for role-playing, so take a look. Another question I get asked a lot is what I record with. I've got it down to a choice few programs. I use Camtasia to record the desktop, and a Dazzle to record off an actual console. When I use the Dazzle, I use Cool Edit 2000 to record commentary, but you can't get the program anymore. Audacity should work much the same way, though. Since I have Camtasia for recording, I use it for editing as well. The initial recording is done with the Xvid codec, when I'm recording off of the computer screen, and the final export before uploading it to YouTube is done with DivX. The last order of business here, and perhaps what I'm most excited about, is that Elemental Ochre and I have been asked to be guests in an interview on Moonhawk Studios Presents. It's a podcast done by Mac Paladin and Shard Shinjuku. I've talked to the both of them, and they're really great guys. Every week or so, they interview somebody new. They've interviewed comic book artists, game developers, you name it. They've even done some big names like Linkara, the cinema snob, and Chris Hastings, the creator of freaking Dr. McNinja. Needless to say, it's a great show, and I highly encourage all of you to listen in. I'll be on the cast this Wednesday, the 26th, at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Not only will there be the interview, but there will also be a chat where anyone listening in can ask me questions. The link to the site will be in the video description as well. It shouldn't be too hard to find your way there after that. I'm excited for this, and I mentioned in the 10,000 subscriber special, I've got a good few games on the way as well. So we've got some big plans ahead, and I hope you all enjoy. Until next time, everyone.